Hello everybody, my name is Sapna Ravishka, and today through this session I will discuss with you all about the lesson marketing management. And before starting up with the discussion, I must say that this is not going to be a very detailed discussion into the topic. This will be just something like a revision. So these slides you can use as a short note. Yeah, so to start up with the discussion, let's first focus on introduction to marketing. So what is marketing? So different authors have defined marketing in different perspectives. So this is one such definition: the art and science of choosing target markets and getting, keeping and growing customers through creating, delivering and communicating superior customer value. So if we take marketing as a function, it is a process of identifying what are the customer needs and wants, and producing a product to cater such needs and wants, and ultimately communicating about that product to the target group of customers. So this is the entire process of marketing. On the other hand, if we look at the other functions of the business, like for example, operations, it is a process of producing a particular product to meet the consumer expectations or standards. On the other hand, if we take finance, it is the process of obtaining or collecting the required funds and investing those funds to get a return. Likewise, so marketing is one such function within a business organization. So if we look at the scope of marketing, it is to create a good or service which is required by the customers and businesses through promotion and sales. And also I've shown the importance of marketing as well in this one. Okay, so then let's discuss about this iceberg theory. So this will be a bit additional for you all, but in marketing this iceberg theory plays an important role. So if we take a normal ice cube, there's a visible part of it as well as there will be an invisible part of it. So the part which lies above the water level is the visible part. The part which lies below the water level is the invisible part. So if we take marketing as a function, if we look at it as this iceberg, there will be an invisible part, also there will be the visible part. So visible part of marketing is this visible part of marketing is this selling activity, these advertising and sales promotion tools that we see. So normally before learning this marketing management subject, one would think that marketing is all about this visible part, selling, promoting. But after learning this marketing management subject, you'll see that you will see that there's this invisible part of marketing which will commence even before starting the production process and which will continue even after selling the final product to the end customer. So this visible part is the selling activity, and this invisible part is the activities before selling and after selling. And a similar concept is the difference between marketing and trading. So marketing commences even before starting the production process, when the product is at its concept stage. In the form of research and development, we can see marketing, identifying the customer needs and wants. And even after selling the product to the final customer in the form of warranties, after sales services, likewise. So trading, on the other hand, is just the process of buying and selling a particular product. So we cannot refer this trading as marketing. Marketing is a separate aspect, a separate process. And moving on to the strengths of a modern customer and strengths of a modern businessman. So you all know in this 21st century, with the development of information and communication technology, we as customers have obtained several advantages. We can get information about products very easily. We can demand the products that we need very easily, and we can influence the business organizations to cater to our individual needs and wants likewise. So customers today have several advantages than the traditional customers. In those days, we just had a limited amount of products, a limited choice. where we had if a particular product or service is matching with our need or want, we simply bought that. But today we can influence the business organizations to produce what we want. So that is the strength of a modern customer. And on the other hand, the other side of the same coin, strengths of a modern business. They can influence customers in a lot of ways. It's easy for them to collect information through social media, etc. And it's very easy for them to reduce their costs through automation, economies of scale, likewise. So those are the strengths of a modern business. And another important aspect when learning about marketing is this core concepts of marketing. So these core concepts of marketing, different sources have listed down these core concepts of marketing in different ways. Under your syllabus, there are 5 different core concepts of marketing. So first one is needs, wants, and demand. You all know what a need is, what a want is, and what the demand is. So when a need will give rise to a want, and want, when backed by the purchasing power of a consumer, will give rise to a demand. So the product is any tangible or intangible thing which is catered towards satisfying consumer needs and wants. Market will be any situation or a place where buyers and sellers meet to decide the prices and quantities that they exchange. And moving on to the other 2 elements, value and satisfaction, exchange, transaction, and relationship. When it comes to these 2 pillars, it's very important for you all to distinguish among these concepts. For example, how value differs from satisfaction, how exchange differs from transaction, likewise. So let's first focus on the value and satisfaction. So value is the state of difference between consumer benefits and customer cost before purchasing. So this is something proactive, something which happens in the consumer's mind before purchasing the product. So before purchasing, what are the expectations that the consumer have regarding the particular product? And the satisfaction comes after purchasing and consuming the product. How you will look at the product, what do you think the benefits are after consuming the product? So that is something reactive. So that's how value differs from satisfaction. And customer value you can calculate by dividing satisfaction by cost. And this QSP, customer value triad matrix I've given here, is also something addition for you all. Value can be viewed in 3 angles. One is quality, one is service, and one is price. So that is what is meant by this QSP matrix. And exchange, transaction, and relationship. So exchange is offering something to another party and getting something back in return. And when this exchange is partnered with a monetary transaction, we refer that to as a transaction. And then relationship is building long-term relationship with stakeholders. So for a marketer, building long-term relationship with their customers. And to discuss about the exchange, to go into detail, we'll identify what are the requirements for an exchange. So when it comes to an exchange, basically there should be 2 parties, 2 or more parties. And one party must have something which is valued by the other party. So the good or service that you're providing, if the other party is not viewing that product or service as something valuable, then there won't be any exchange happening within those 2 parties. So the other party must view your product or service as something of very valuable for him or her. Then freedom to communicate and trade. Freedom to exchange ideas, freedom to negotiate, such things. Then freedom to accept or reject the transaction. You cannot force someone into a transaction. So then it won't be a transaction. Both parties should have the freedom of will to enter into transaction and to accept or reject it. Then each party must believe that the exchange is worth enough. So after getting after providing a product and getting something in return, you must feel that the product or service that you have obtained in return is something worth enough. Otherwise, it won't facilitate an exchange. So those are the requirements for an exchange. And on the other side, I will explain the marketing relationships. So these are different stages of marketing relationships actually. And today, most of the reputed corporations in the industry are engaged in this partnership marketing, where they keep a loyal set of customers for them and engage in regular links, engage in regular communication with them. So basic marketing is where the seller simply sell the product, and after that he's not encouraging the customer to build a further link with him. He just want to sell the product somehow. That's it. And reactive marketing is where the seller sells the product and encourage the customer to let him know about how he feels about the product after consuming it. That means going one step ahead from basic marketing to inform about the seller, inform back about how he or she feels about this product, inform about his satisfaction simply. Then accountable marketing is where the seller himself tend to analyze the reaction of the customers through a market research maybe or social media likewise. Then proactive marketing is something proactive, some proactive approach, where before sending the product to the market, before even producing the product, you analyze the needs and wants of the customers, and then you identify the unsatisfied needs and wants, or the areas where customers are dissatisfied. And to cater such needs and wants, you direct a product. That happens under proactive marketing. Then partnership marketing is you identify your loyal set of customers and you maintain regular links with them to satisfy them. So those are the different marketing relationships. And yeah, then let's move on to marketing concepts. So what is a marketing concept? The philosophy that firms should analyze the need of their customers and then make decisions to satisfy those needs better than the competitors. So marketing concept is basically a philosophy, how they carry out their marketing strategy to achieve their marketing goals and objectives. So if we study these marketing concepts one by one properly, we can identify a sequence. The sequence will explain you all how the marketing concepts have been evolved throughout the period. So in this 21st century, the existing marketing concept is the final one, the holistic marketing concept. So I will take you all through these marketing concepts one by one each through this table. So the first one is production concept. Here the basic focus of the marketers were to produce in large scale. So their sole focus was to produce, and by that earn profits. But there were many deficiencies in these systems. They did not consider about the needs and wants of the customers, business social responsibilities, no. Quality of the product, no. Then long-term relationships with the customer, no. All those concerns were not taken into account. Then they took one step ahead, moving on to the product concept, where they highly focused on the quality of the product. So here also, again, they did not analyze about the customer needs and wants, business social responsibilities, etc. Then they took another step ahead, moving on to the selling concept. Here, their basic focus was sales. Sell, and earn profits from that. Sales maximization was the basic goal. So to achieve this, the strategies they utilized was wide sales promotion tools, advertising, likewise. Then the next concept which came into play was the marketing concept. Here, from this concept onwards, they started focusing about consumer needs and wants, which is the base for marketing. So under this, they identified a target market and they analyzed the needs and wants of this target market. So the strategies or means utilized in this concept was the integrated marketing, the 4 P's, which we'll discuss in the latter part of the presentation. Then moving on from the marketing concept, The next was the customer concept. Here they focused about the individual needs and wants of the customer. In the marketing concept, they identified the needs and wants of the entire target market. In the customer concept, taking one step ahead, they identified the individual customer needs and wants, becoming more customized. Here also they did not focus about satisfying BSR, business social responsibilities, was not focused in building long-term relationships with the customers likewise. Then they moved on to the social marketing concept, which under which they considered about the business social responsibility. So here in this triangle, you can see business social responsibilities can be viewed in three angles. In fulfilling business social responsibilities, an organization should look at the customer needs and wants, and also about the society, social welfare, sustainability, environmental welfare likewise. Then also they should look at themselves, the business profits to survive in the market. So under this concept, the only deficiency was that they did not focus on building long-term relationships with the customer. Then finally, coming into the holistic marketing concept, they could overcome all the deficiencies in the previously discussed marketing concept, where they focused about the volume of production, where they focused about the quality of production, sales promotion activities, target market needs and wants, individual customer needs and wants, and also about BSR activities. So all those things fulfilled, they came into the holistic marketing concept. Also, building long-term relationships with the customers. So that is the holistic marketing concept. So the strategies or means under this holistic marketing concept, we can discuss under 4 areas: relationship marketing, integrated marketing, internal marketing, and performance marketing. Yeah. So relationship marketing is the process of building long-term relationships with the customer. Internal marketing is the process of involving employees, managers, workers into this marketing activity within an organization. That is referred as internal marketing. So all the employees, workers, managers in the organization is also involved in the marketing activity of the organization. Integrated marketing, on the other hand, is the process of integrating the elements of the marketing mix: product, price, place, and promotion. So your pricing strategy should be linked with your distribution strategy, and those strategies should be linked with your product strategy. How you produce, what are the customer needs and wants that you're focused about, like that. Then performance marketing is the process of maintaining satisfactory performance of your managers and employees, which are sufficient enough to achieve your marketing goals and objectives. And then let's focus about this marketing segmentation, targeting, and positioning. These are also very important aspects in marketing. So what is market segmentation? When you divide the whole market into small subsections, we refer those subsections as marketing segments. To divide the market, you can use several bases. Two of such bases I have explained here: customer characteristics and customer behavior. So under customer characteristics, we can look into geographical characteristics: countries, climates, provinces, villages, towns, likewise. Demographic factors: age, gender, ethnicity, likewise. Psychological, lifestyle, habits, those kind of things. And also, on the other hand, customer behavior. And these characteristics of a successful market segment. This part is actually important. So the selected market segment should be measurable. You should have the ability to measure the number of customers in the market, number of products that they are demanding, likewise. Then substantial, ability to earn substantial profits from that selected market segment. Unaccessible, ability to access the market physically or electronically, I mean through internet or such media, to reach the market and gather necessary information from that. And actionable, what do you mean by actionable? Actionable is ability to launch a particular marketing program and change the behavior of the target group of customers. Then differentiable, that selected target group must be differentiable from other type of market segments. So those are the characteristics of a successful market segment. Then moving on to the advantages of market segmentations and limitations are pretty straightforward. So I've listed down, you can go through the list. And then let's focus about the target market. Before that, if you have a look at the diagram I've put on the right top corner, you can identify that this segmentation to marketing mix, it's a whole process. Through segmentation, we divide the market into several parts, and under targeting, we select a particular segment as our target market. And under positioning, we decide how the customer should position a brand or product in their mind. So that comes under positioning. And after that, to achieve that level of positioning, what are the strategies that we should follow? That comes under the marketing mix. So this is the whole process of marketing. So what is the target market? A group of potential customers to whom a company wants to sell its product and services. This group is also includes specific customers to whom a company directs its marketing efforts. So this is the target group of customers. And for positioning purpose, we can use basically positioning, or this value proposition is how we want our customers to position our brand in their minds in comparison to competitors' brands. So for this purpose, we can utilize a positioning map. Then this positioning map will basically include two axes. These two axes can consist of different variables that depends on the marketer's point of view. Okay. Then let's move on to the marketing mix. Yeah, so what is marketing mix? It is a collection of strategies that can be fulfilled to achieve marketing goals of a firm in its target market. So basically, marketing mix is a plan to achieve the marketing goals and objectives. This marketing mix can be viewed in two different angles, in producer's perspective and in customer's perspective. In producer's perspective, there are four variables: product, price, place, and promotion. We will discuss each in detail under the following slides. And these four variables we can view in the point of customer perspective. Same four variables in the customer perspective will be referred to as customer solution, customer cost, convenience, and communication. And this SIVA model is something addition for y'all. You can do a bit research on that. And yeah, and also these 4 P's have been converted into 7 P's, with the actually extended into 7 P's with the evolvement of services nowadays. And moving on to discuss about the product. I've explained about the product classification in terms of durability, use, and tangibility. And the product mix, of course, is something very important when we are discussing about a product. So if we take the product width, it is a number of lines of products. What do you mean by this? So if we take Unilever as an example, we can see different product lines under them. So soap is one product line, detergents is another product line, then cosmetics is another product line, hand wash and sanitizers, those are another product line. And depth is the number of items under each product line. So under soap product line, what are the different categories? How many types of soap are there? So that is the depth. Then length is the total number of all products. So total number of all products under all product lines. That is number of products that the Unilever is marketing. Then the consistency is the relationship between these different product lines. So how soap is related with detergents, how detergents are related with sanitizers, and those kind of things. So we can simply say that all these products are cleaning nature. So that is the consistency. And moving on to the product level, there are 5 levels of a product: core, basic, expected, augmented, and potential. So core benefit is the basic reason why you're purchasing a product. For example, if you purchase a vehicle, you purchase it for the purpose of traveling from one destination to another destination. Basic product, what you basically expect to be in the product. If you purchase a vehicle, of course, obviously you expect the engine to be in that. And the expected product is the features that you expect in a product. If you take the vehicle again as the same example, you can say the expected product is low fuel consumption, ability to travel a longer distance without a breakdown. Those are the expected features. Then the augmented product is something addition something addition in relation to what the consumer expected. If we take the air conditioning facility in a vehicle, would be something additional. And the potential product is the additional features that the producer is expecting to add to the product in near future. So if we take in the case of vehicles, we can say maybe a flying car. Those are the potential features to be added to a product, different levels of a product. And when you talk about a product, we can identify different dimensions of a product or different types of a product in terms of good or service, idea, event, person, activities, experiences, places, organizations, information, likewise. As long as any of these items are produced to cater a particular customer need or a want, we can refer that to as a product. And then what is a brand? So brand is a term or symbol or combination of both which enable the customer to identify a product separately from other competitive products available in the market. So that is the basic function of a brand. The basic reason why we have a brand. We should facilitate our customers to identify our product distinguishably among the similar type of products in the market. So when the brand becomes registered under the Trademark Registration Act, we refer that to as a trademark. So I've given the characteristics of a brand and also two types of brand. Family brand and the individual brand. Family brand is when the producer is using the same brand name to promote all of its products. I've given the example as Highland. So if you take Highland, you have Highland milk powder, Highland fresh milk, Highland yogurt, likewise. Individual brands, we can say Ceylon Biscuits Limited as an example. They have different biscuits, Munchie, Richberry, likewise. Yeah, and then I've given the benefits of a brand to the buyer and benefits of brand to the seller. And what are the factors affecting to choose a brand name? Should indicate the meaning of its usage, of course, easy to remember and pronounce, because it should be very easy to keep the brand name in mind. So we can easily visit the marketplace and demand for it. So if it is something very hard to remember and pronounce, it will be difficult for us to go to the seller and demand for the product and translate into another language. When you translate it to another language, there should be a meaning. Then ability to obtain registration and legal protection, of course, and should represent a particular culture. And this levels of brand loyalty again would be something additional for y'all. So brand is, we'll start with brand recognition first. So brand recognition is when you does not know about a product much. We can, for example, we can take cosmetics. So when you visit to the market, there are different brand of cosmetics. So you just purchase whatever you feel good, and then you consume it, and then only you can give an opinion about that particular brand. Then after consuming a product like that for some period, will give rise to a brand preference, where you visit the marketplace while having a particular brand in your mind. But if that brand is not available in the market, you'll simply move to another product. You can, for example, take milk powder. So you visit to the shop with the intention of buying a Ratti milk powder packet. But then again, Ratti is not there. Then you simply move to Lux Spray, likewise. And then after consuming a product like that for a certain period of time, actually a longer period of time, will give rise to brand insistence, where you would demand that particular product with that particular brand name. You must have that product to satisfy yourself. So we can simply say that you go to the Odell shop directly without stopping by any other shops. You want an Odell product. Likewise. And what is the packaging? You know what a packaging is, designing and producing the wrapper or the container of a product. So I've given you all the factors to be considered when designing a packaging, and also, and yeah, this part is important. 3 levels of packaging. So primary package, I've given with examples as well. Primary packaging is the, if you take for an example, the plastic tube of a toothpaste, you can consider that as the primary package. And when you put that plastic tube into a small cardboard box, that will become the secondary package. And when you put multiple of those secondary packages into a big cardboard box for the purpose of transportation, then you can say that as a transportation package. So those are the 3 types or levels of packaging. Then I've listed down the benefits of a package in a way which is easy for all to remember. And then we have labeling. So labeling is the printed information that is bonded to the product for recognition and provides detailed information about the product. So as you all know, when it comes to certain products, labeling is a must. Some information must be presented in a label. So functions of a label I've given, and also the content of a label I've given as well. And these types of labeling again would be something additional for y'all. And under this, I've explained 3 types of labeling. So for your reference, you can go through those. Yeah. And then we'll come to the price. So what is price? So monetary value of a good, service, or resources established during a transaction. So keep in your mind that price is the only revenue producing activity in the marketing mix. All the other 3 elements, place, promotion, and products, are cost generating elements in the marketing mix. So price is the only element which generates revenue to the business. And price is the outcome of the pricing process. So the process is pricing and the outcome is price. And I've given the factors to be considered when pricing, internal and external. And also these objectives of pricing are really, really important. Surviving in the market, maximizing profit, increasing the market share, skimming the market, and obtaining the product quality leadership. Okay. And 3 C's in pricing are also important. These are the main, I would say, these are the driving factors in deciding a product's price. Customer demand is the ceiling in determining the price. So customer demand would set the highest price for a product. Then cost is the flow of determining the price, like how, in what average level our price should be. Then competitor's price is a guiding factor in determining the price. So in comparison to competitor's price, when you set the price for your product. So these 3 are the guiding factors for pricing. And different methods also I've listed for pricing. And then let's focus about place or distribution. So this is also another important aspect in marketing mix. So what is distribution? Distribution channel is a chain of businesses and intermediaries through which a good or service passes until it reaches the final buyer or end consumer. So distribution is the process of delivering the product to the final customer. And importance of a distribution channel I've listed. And also the factors to be considered when selecting a distribution channel, a very important area. You should pay your attention about the market, what sort of a market you're operating in, how can the demand fluctuate, likewise, and the product, nature of the product, perishability, storage facilities, etc., and also about the producer, your financial strength, capacity, likewise. And then We can categorize this distribution channel into two sets. One is distribution channels for consumer goods and industrial goods. Consumer goods, you all know, the goods which are sold to satisfy the consumer needs and wants, which are purchased for the purpose of final consumption. Industrial goods are sold for the consumers to satisfy business needs and wants, whereas these are being utilized in the production process, which will then produce another final product. So, under consumer goods, the distribution channels are pretty straightforward. And industrial goods, the producer can directly deliver the product to the industrial consumer, or the producer can use an agent for that, or he can use a distributor, or he can use both an agent and a distributor. And strategies for distribution will be again something additional for y'all. So intensive distribution strategy is when So intensive strategy is when the producer make his product available widely. So under intensive strategy, we can take an example as newspapers, where they make the newspapers available through different convenience stores. The selective is where the producer selects some of the retailers to distribute his product. For garments, we can see a selective distribution strategy. And exclusive is when the producer makes his product available through some exclusive stores, some selected stores, Apple exclusive stores like this. Then integrated is when the producer is selling the product himself to the end consumer. And also the functions of middleman in distribution are listed. Yeah. And then let's focus about the promotion. So this, as we discussed before, is the visible part of marketing. What a person would think marketing is before learning the marketing management subject. So promotion is all about promoting your product, communicating about your product to the consumer. The process is utilized to communicate the product for the interested target and potential customers in the market. So promotion is all the time not only directed to a target group of customers. It can be to interested as well as potential customers. Then importance of marketing I've listed, and also the elements of promotion mix. Importance of promotion and the elements of promotion mix I've listed. So these elements I will discuss one by one in detail. First, let's start off with advertising. So advertising is the process of communicating ideas about a product through mass media. So it's a process of giving the message about a product to a wider audience. So basic features of advertising: public presentation. When you use the same advertisement to reach different target group of customers. Pervasiveness. When you utilize the same advertisement again and again to remind the customers to buy the product. Then amplified is very eye-catching and attractive advertisement. Then impersonality is when there's no direct link about the content of the advertisement and the target group of customers. Then I've also explained the objectives of advertising to inform about the customers that this product is there, these are the features, and likewise, and persuade the customers to buy the product, and remind the customers about an existing product, that the product is still there in the market, so come and buy it, likewise. Then reinforce the customer. Then we can focus on the different types of advertising. So testimonial advertising is when a one party do a testimony. So we can say, for example, when a dentist is assuring about a particular toothpaste, or when a celebrity is assuring about a particular cosmetic product, that will be a testimonial advertising. Then lifestyle advertising. A particular product which is essential for our lifestyle, something like rice, dal, something like that. Then informational advertising is when the producer is providing information about a particular product, price, the places where the consumer can buy it, the different features, added features, the different varieties of the same product. Likewise, this will need a lot of space in advertising media, like in a newspaper, or longer duration of time in I would say in television advertisement. The repetitive advertisement is when you use the same advertisement again and again to remind the customers that the product is still there in the market. Then the factors affecting to select a medium of advertising also are listed down. Then let's focus on what sales promotion is. So sales promotion is diversified short-term intensive tools to persuade customers to purchase quickly more products. So advertising is simply asking the customers to purchase a product, but sales promotion is to purchase more of a product. So that's a clear difference between advertising and sales promotion. And three forms of promotion I've explained. Promotion towards customers through price offers, discounts, and then promotion towards middlemen, trade promotion, like trade discounts, offering credit periods, like then business and sales force promotion. Encouraging the sales force and business employees to achieve the marketing goals and objectives, like providing them with incentives, bonuses, commissions, like that. Then different sales promotion tools that you see in day-to-day context are listed down. And then about public relation and publicity. These are the concepts used by marketers to keep contacts with general public. So this is addressing a huge audience actually. So you can utilize different methods like press release, these newspapers, etc., and then product publicity, corporate communication, lobbying, counseling, likewise. And MPR, marketing public relations, is again a concept coming under public relations. It is a tool used to support corporate or product promotion and image making. So it's basically focused towards corporate image building activities. Tasks will include launching new products, modernizing mature products, refurbishing existing products, influencing target group, and building the image of the company. And for the MRP, you can utilize different tools like publications, magazines, newspapers, and then sponsorships through, sponsoring various events, voluntary activities, likewise. Speeches in special occasions like trade fairs, trade exhibitions, and news. Then public service activities like CSR activities, and then identity media. Identity media are the different souvenir-like things where you provide those to customers to, like familiarize the brand and to give them a unique experience, like where they give you T-shirts printed with the logos, trademarks, and then key tags, mugs, like that. And then the direct marketing. It is the process of directly marketing your product to your customer through direct mail, catalogs, likewise. Then what is direct order marketing? Direct order marketing is when the producer obtains the customer order directly and then deliver the product directly to the customer without any involvement of middlemen. Then I've given the benefits of direct marketing to the customer and seller. And personal selling. Personal selling is a very traditional promotion technique where the seller visits the place of the customer and explain him the features, benefits of the particular product and persuading or motivating the consumer to buy it. So that is personal selling. So under personal selling, we can give an example like insurance, and events and experience are the programs that you carry out as a promotional tool. And word of mouth is a powerful third-party recommendation. So in your case, if you take your best friend is recommending a particular cosmetic brand, then you will be obviously motivated to consume that brand as well. So that's word of mouth marketing. Then interactive marketing. Interactive marketing consists of different online programs that the marketers carried out to keep the customers interacted with them. Likewise, For example, we can say social media polls, and then we can extend the 4Ps into 7Ps with the involvement of services. So when it comes to services, people, physical environment, and process. These three concepts play an important role in delivering a quality service to the customer. So people consist of salespeople who assist to provide the service to the target customer. So these are the live factors in providing a service. This consists of salespeople, representatives, agents, consultants, likewise. Then their functions also are listed down and the qualifications to become a successful salesperson. He should have the relevant qualification. That is what's meant by education. He should have the sufficient qualification. For a market, I would say SIM. And then internship is the experience with a reputed organization. And specialization in the task is performing, and contribution towards this profession, honesty, loyalty, dedication, likewise, and fraternization is being friendly towards all parties, being equally friendly to your employees and also on the other hand towards your customers. Physical environment is the internal and external environment associated with providing a service, which of course plays an important role in determining the quality of a service and the process of providing it. And when it comes to the services, these are not tangible. So there are no any established criteria to measure the quality of a service. So obviously it's depend on the process that the service provider is providing the service, and also the environment involved, and also the employees who are involved in providing the service. So these 7Ps are really important. Then when we look at the 4Ps in the customer's point of view, we can name those as 4Cs. So the price in the customer point of view is the cost for him. The price that he pays for a product will be a cost for himself. Then the customer needs and wants is what the company is focused on satisfying. And the communication is the promotion in customer perspective is the communication. Convenience is the distribution. So the distribution in customer perspective will be the convenience. The more convenient it is for a customer to purchase the product, then he'll be more motivated to purchase that particular product. And finally, let's focus on the marketing research. So again, this marketing research would be something additional for y'all, but marketing research is, I would say, one of the basic concepts in marketing. This is how the entire marketing process will start, from a marketing research only. So it's essential for you all to know what a marketing research is. So marketing research is the process of collecting, reporting, analyzing, and presenting data and information related to marketing. So there are three forms of marketing research: market research, product research, and advertising research. So I've explained each of these three elements. And also there are different data collecting methods for marketing research. For any sort of research, the data collecting methods would be interviews, questionnaires, surveys, testing, samples, likewise. So advertising research has two separate parts: media research and advertising effective research. Media research is done to identify the suitable media to reach the target group of customers. So for example, if you're targeting youth, then this mobile phones, social media would be an effective media to reach that target group of customers. So those kind of things are identified through this media research. Analyzing the effectiveness of the research is where you do a cost benefit analysis and identify what are the benefits that you have gained over the cost incurred. Then market research is done to identify the details about the market, the competitors in the market, what are their market share and what is your market share, and what are the areas where customer is satisfied and dissatisfied regarding your product, likewise. Then the product research is carried out to identify the product features. The features with which the customer is satisfied and dissatisfied, and what are the features of the competitors' products. Yeah, so that marks the end of our discussion. So I hope you got an idea about what marketing management is. So yeah, I've explained a few additional areas as well, which are actually good for your preference. And yeah, so thank you.